Hey everybody, it's Vishal of Vidona Residential, and I am sending to you our year-end market insights for 2020, and this is our brief edition. So if you want to get all the details on what's happening in the Baltimore and DC metro areas that we cover, take a look at our full edition, which is on this same playlist. So let's just dive right into it. I'm going to share my screen. Awesome. So let's talk about what's happening in the overall economy and specifically as far as jobs are concerned, because jobs are going to tell us a story. If we take a look at the jobs, you can see that there were huge losses in jobs that have yet to be made up, and they're likely not going to be made up until enough vaccines have been administered. But the thing about this is that most of the jobs that were lost are not typical homeowners. It's people that work in hospitality, restaurant, mostly hourly employees. Ultimately, though, government intervention is needed to stabilize them and also to prevent job losses from higher up on the totem pole from people that are in the real estate market. If we take a look at what I was talking about last time, this is in fact a K-shaped recovery. So we have insulated industries that aren't really feeling as much of the effects. They're able to continue business as normal or as relatively normal, but then you have the impacted industries that are experiencing high job losses. Going in a little bit closer as far as the Baltimore and DC metro markets, I want to show you what's happening in terms of the inventory. Now, keep in mind, above 6 months is considered more of a buyer's market. Below is considered more of a seller's market. Going back to January of 2019, there was a gap between DC and Baltimore. Since then, though, that gap has closed. We're at almost all-time lows of inventory, and it really can't get any lower than where it is right now. And if we take a look at the supply, so this is a number of new listings. From March to June, there was a shortage in terms of the number of homes available. From June to December, though, that shortage has been getting made up with more homes coming on the market than normal. But because demand is so much higher because of the low interest rates, it's still feeling like a very hyper-competitive market, which it is. Now, if we compare that with the Baltimore metro area, you can see that there was the same shortage, but not as much supply has been made up. So Baltimore probably has more room to become a seller's market. It's got more room to become more competitive, just like the DC metro market is. If we take a look at median sold price for both areas, you can see steady price appreciation over the past couple of years. No surprise there. It's a good time to be a homeowner as well as a seller in this market. So I hope this is helpful. We cover the entire Baltimore to DC corridor. We have you covered. If there's anything you need for an area that we don't personally cover, I know some of the best agents across the country will make the introduction, and they'll keep us in the co-pilot seat so we can still be a resource to you. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You have all my contact information. And just some parting words: keep wearing your masks, get your vaccination when it's your turn to do so, and continue to stay safe and be considerate of one another. We're almost out of this